guys, what's up? My name is Bryce Heller. So this is my first like official, I guess, video for movie stuff, I guess you could say. I've been seeing a bunch of like videos on people's lists. You know, Oscars are coming up, which I'm pretty excited about on Sunday and this Sunday, and yeah, like in 2 days. That's why I'm doing this on the fly. But yeah, so I've been seeing people do like videos on making lists, like top 10 of the year, blah 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 blah. And I saw one that was really interesting. Best Picture list of the year, ranked in order, and I thought that was pretty interesting. This is the first year, I think, in ever maybe, that I've seen every single Best Picture well before the Oscars. I saw like an early screening of 1917 back in November, which was awesome. Not trying to brag or anything, but no, yeah, and I had no idea how like the reaction would be, because you know it's early, and I was like, okay, this is amazing. I hope other people think this is amazing too. And right now it looks like the front runner for like basically every award, almost, definitely all the technical awards, all the big awards and everything. So yeah, so I figured I'd do my own list of my ranking of the Best Picture nominees, and let's see how this goes. So coming in at number 9, I chose Ford v Ferrari. Now I want to have a disclaimer real quick. I thought all of these Best Picture nominees are absolutely fantastic. I enjoyed every single one of them. There wasn't one that I was like bored with. Darkest Hour. No, I'm just kidding. No, there's been some in the past where I was kind of like questioning, like, I don't know. Now, don't get me wrong. There's plenty of movies that I would have loved to have seen in the Best Picture, to be nominated for Best Picture for sure this year. Juno, come here. Come here. There's plenty of movies that I would have loved to have seen nominated for Best Picture for sure. This being one of them. I don't know if you can see the shirt. Honey Boy, starring Shia LaBeouf, directed by Alma Harrell. She's fantastic, and maybe deserved a director nomination. But anyways, who knows? Juno, get in the picture. This is Juno. Isn't she cute? Juno, what was your favorite movie of 2019? That was a good one. Yeah, Silence. Yeah, that was a good one. That wasn't this year though. That was, I think, like 2016, 2017. I don't know, but I love it. It's one of my favorite Martin Scorsese movies. Anyways, talking about Martin Scorsese, getting back on track. Oscar nominees. Okay, so, anyways, Ford v Ferrari. Ford v Ferrari, yes. I thought it was brilliant. I thought the racing scenes were fantastic. I'm not gonna lie, the previews, almost every movie that I went to had a preview for Ford v Ferrari, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, I'm getting like overwhelmed by all of this. Honestly, like, I don't care to see this movie now. Like, I love Christian Bale. Not a fan of Matt Damon, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a fan of Matt Damon. However, there's been some films that I really appreciated him in. This being one of them. I kind of became a fan after this one. I thought Christian Bale and Matt Damon really bounced really well off each other. You know, Christian Bale had more of the showy role, if that's what you want to call it, and I thought he was amazing. Matt Damon was hilarious, which I'm not used to seeing, honestly. Then again, don't kill me, because I don't really seek out his work like that. But yeah, Ford v Ferrari at number 9. Like I said, I think technical wise, how do you say that? Anyways, the tech stuff, technically, yeah, all that stuff was great, fantastic, top notch. It deserved its tech nominees. It deserved its Best Picture nominee. I mean, There was others that I would have liked to see in place of it, and a couple others that I would have liked to see in place of others. But it's respectable. I enjoyed it, and I thought it was really well done. I had an issue with the ending. I felt like it didn't hit me as hard as it did other people, and that might be why it's at my number 9. Number 8, Little Women. Yes, I know. I really wish I could rank it higher, but like it was a tough year. It's a very difficult year. Little Women was something that I definitely was really excited to see. I love Saoirse Ronan. I love Timothée Chalamet. Florence Pugh had a really great year. I didn't care for Midsommar. However, I can respect its craftsmanship, and Florence Pugh was brilliant in it. And obviously Greta Gerwig. I mean, Lady Bird was fantastic. Wasn't my favorite of that year, but definitely up there with A24. I would probably put it maybe top 10 maybe. Oh, that's a video for later though. I definitely want to do a video of my favorite A24 movies. So yeah, Greta Gerwig, fantastic director, brilliant writer, really fantastic actress as well. She's just great all around. Frances Ha, Noah Baumbach, come on, come on, that movie was fantastic. So anyways, yeah, Little Women I thought was fantastic. I thought Little Women was great. I really did. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a non-linear storytelling, and not usually, but sometimes those can be a little scary. Beautiful Boy, for instance. I saw Beautiful Boy, and I mean, I don't know if it was just me, but the editing confused the heck out of me, and I didn't like it as much as I wish I would have. But I thought she did a fantastic job with Little Women. I feel like I keep saying fantastic, and I don't know, I need to use a different adjective.
You know, I figured you'd love me, Joe. And I realize I'm not half good enough, and I'm not this great man, and...
Yes, you are. You're a great deal too good for me, and I'm so grateful to you, and I'm so proud of you, and I don't see why I can't love you as you want me to. I don't know why.
Really, I thoroughly enjoyed Little Women. It was inspiring. I write as well. I'm a writer, and you know, her journey and everything that she had to go through to get where she was at the end of the film was really inspiring. Very, very inspiring. I mean, I know I'm a male, she's a female, things were different then, but either way, I mean, it was still inspiring stuff. I hate to put it at number 8, but that's just where it is right now. Little Women. So I got at number 7, Joker. I really like this movie. I know it had a lot of hate before people even saw it. It had a lot of backlash. It had a lot of unrealistic things against it in the media that I think kind of boosted it more than it hurt it, honestly. But I mean, so much has already been said about this movie, so I'm not gonna bore you with my long opinions on it. Joaquin Phoenix, I mean, do I have to say more? He's obviously winning the Oscar, we all know that.
I forgot to punch out.
There's been a lot of hate with Todd Phillips getting a Best Director nominee, and I don't know. I don't know. I kind of agree with it. I mean, Greta Gerwig or him could have been in that, I believe. So I don't know. I don't know why there's so much hate calling Todd Phillips an incompetent director when he put out something that made $1 billion. Would it have made $1 billion if it wasn't named Joker and if it wasn't loosely based around DC villains and storylines? I don't know. I didn't really want Joker to go mainstream, honestly. I'm happy for it. I'm happy for everyone involved. But yeah, Joker, I was thoroughly entertained by Joker. I saw it twice. Matter of fact, I have it on 4K. I don't know why that's... Yeah, but anyways, I have it on 4K. That's super ugly, and I hate that they do that. But anyways, yeah, so I really like Joker, and that's why it's at my number 7. I didn't like it as much as other movies, but I liked it. And one scene that stuck out to me in particular, I don't know why, and I don't really know where this is with the plot, but when he goes in the fridge, I mean, that was just something I was like, that's interesting. I remember seeing it in the promo clips before the movie even dropped, and I was like, okay, that's interesting. I like that. Probably one of the best scores of the year, besides Last Black Man in San Francisco. Oscars, what are you doing? Cinematography was great. Directing was good. Stairs scene is now iconic, I guess. And Zazie Bates, beautiful and brilliant as always, even with a small part. Hold on. You know who else I really liked? What's his name? Hold on. I'm gonna find his name. I think it's Lee. Lee something? Lee Gill. Yeah. Another actor I want to mention real quick, with Joker. Mr. Lee Gill. The short man in, Joker. I thought he was great. I loved him in that scene. I don't want to, spoilers. No, I won't give any spoilers away. But if you've seen the movie, you know what scene I'm talking about. Scissors, white face, blood. His two friends come over. The short one is Lee Gill. Thought he was just great. I'm super excited to see him more. Honestly, coming in at number 6, Jojo Rabbit. Juno, stop. Juno, come here. Coming in at number 6, Juju Rabbit. I mean, that's her name. Juno, we call her Juju. Go away. That joke wasn't funny and they're not laughing. Jojo Rabbit. Really loved it. Taika Waititi. I love him. I think he's hilarious. I think he's an amazing director. I really do. Hunt for the Wilder People was awesome. I don't particularly care too much for the Marvel movies, and I know now you're gonna unsubscribe if you haven't already. I know you're going to give this a thumbs down, but that's okay. We can all have our opinions. I don't hate them, and yeah. So, anyways, but Thor Ragnarok, I liked it. I think it's one of my favorite Marvel movies. So Taika Waititi is really good, and I really want to see Boy. I really want to see that, but I don't know how. Anyways, yeah, Jojo Rabbit. Oh, dude, what? That movie is amazing. I hate to put it at number 6 because I think it has a bit of a chance to maybe pull a complete and utter upset and win Best Picture. I really do. I don't know why. I just feel it in my bones.
Can two-eyed people do this?
Yeah, Jojo Rabbit, Roman Griffin Davis, great performance, stellar performance from a newcomer. Thomasin McKenzie, amazing as usual. Her and Leave No Trace, great. She's an up and coming big actress that I think we all need to be paying close attention to because she's about to be a star. I'm not the biggest fan of Rebel Wilson. Hilarious in this movie. She was fantastic. Sam Rockwell, as always, great. This movie has one of my favorite scenes in the whole year of 2019. I don't want to give any spoilers away, but the Gestapo comes by the house, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. Hail Hitler, Hail Hitler. That part, hilarious. I thought it was hilarious and important. Such an important film. Yeah, I think it's gonna win Best Adapted Screenplay. I'm cheering for it. That or Little Woman. I'll be fine with whoever wins that. Yeah, I wish I had more to say about JoJo, but just know I absolutely love it. Coming in at number 5, oh, I hate that I have to put this at number 5 because it was my number 2 at one point in the year. Marriage Story. Noah Baumbach does something with his characters in every film I've seen. He takes care of them. He really does, and he gives them, even when you don't really want to care for them, you have to. You feel like you have to. And I think it's in part in the writing, the directing, and the acting. And Marriage Story is no different from anything he's ever done before in that aspect. That he really takes care of his characters when he's writing them, and I really appreciate that. Adam Driver, I've been a fan, and I will continue to be a fan because I think he's just a brilliant actor, and he broke my heart in this. Scarlett Johansson, I mean, blew my mind in this. I between this and Jojo Rabbit, I forgot to mention that before, but yeah, her performances in Jojo Rabbit and Marriage Story, I think are her best in her career. I really do. Under the Skin, she was great, but this is next level. Marriage Story was fantastic, and Jojo Rabbit, she brought something that we've never seen from her before, and I really appreciate and love when an actor or actress does that. Really steps out of their comfort zone and really does something that like kind of will be like, oh, okay, let me pay attention to this. So yeah, fantastic, great stuff. Really great stuff. Yeah, Marriage Story I think has one of the best screenplays of the year. I don't think it's gonna win Best Original Screenplay. I feel like it lost a lot of steam for some reason, and I don't really know why. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's on Netflix. I implore you to go and watch Marriage Story.
Interesting British writer.
So you do an English accent?
Yeah, it's more northern England.
Oh, what does that sound like?
Oh, you want a cup of tea, do you?
Right. Good.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. What is?
What's this?
It's a manila envelope, love. Ooh, can I start over?
There's my name on it.
At number 4, we've got The Irishman. Martin Scorsese is one of my favorite directors of all time, probably top 3. The Irishman, I got the chance to see it in theaters, which I was extremely ecstatic about. It was me and like 6 other people, and it was like two weeks before it dropped on Netflix. I was super excited. 3.5 hours. I don't care. I'm here for it. I love it. And honestly, I loved every second of it. Don't be intimidated by the runtime if you are. Yes, you need to carve out some time. You need to carve out at least 3.5 hours for your time, because to watch it in chunks, I just feel like wouldn't give it justice. The pacing is perfect, and if you watch it in chunks, I feel like it would just do something to it that it'll affect your viewing experience. Al Pacino has probably one of my absolute favorite performances of the year. Easily. I think top 3. He blew my mind. He did something he doesn't usually do. Yeah, the yelling and the screaming and a couple scenes with that, but overall it's calm, collected, and he's hilarious in it, and his character really shines.
You know, traffic. I never waited for anyone who was late more than 10 minutes in my life.
I'd say 15. 15's right.
No, 10.
I don't think so. 10's not enough. You have to take traffic into account.
That's what I'm doing. I'm taking traffic into account.
Joe Pesci, again, came out of retirement and blew me away. I mean, his character is something we've really never seen from him before. I know people, this is how you know people didn't watch the movie, when they're like, oh, Joe Pesci did the same thing he did before. No, you're wrong. Sorry, you're very wrong. And Robert De Niro, I mean, when is he not great? Except for some of the movies he's done recently, but we can forgive him because he's Bobby D. Scorsese's at the top of his game with this one. It's not my favorite Scorsese movie. I think Taxi Driver is one of my favorite movies of all time, and Silence is one of my favorites of his, my absolute favorites. I've watched that movie so many times. That's Juno's favorite as well. Right? See? Even Ray Romano has a really solid part as the lawyer, so check out The Irishman. It's on Netflix. Give it a watch. It's really good. It really is. And I love how he explores, and it's not just another gangster film. It explores a lot more than that. So anyways, coming in at number 3, Jean. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Yes, that is right. Tarantino's 9th and second to last film. Hopefully not, but who knows. But yes, so Tarantino's 9th film, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Written to perfection, directed to perfection. Leonardo DiCaprio gives, I think, his career best. I really do, and I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge Leo fan. And I think this might be his best performance. I really do. Brad Pitt, same with Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt has one of the best, easily one of the best performances of the year. I knew walking out of that movie, I was like, I think he's got it in the bag. I know it's only July, but like, come on. It's, first of all, it's about time he wins an Oscar for acting. I mean, he's won some Oscars for producing, and you know what? Brad Pitt's another one of those guys, like Matt Damon, not as much as Matt Damon, but that I just wasn't really into.
One full of love.
Jan, the flower.
Is that a wine?
A creature of the senses.
What did I tell you about whining? You whine, you don't eat.
You won't believe
I will throw this shit in the trash. I don't want to, but I will. You understand? Alright.
And one thing that I can really respect about Brad Pitt is everything he's done producing-wise. I mean, we're talking about If Beale Street Could Talk, Vice, Okja, The Last Black Man in San Francisco, Moonlight, 12 Years a Slave. I can go on. This man has been going in on and producing stuff, and I can absolutely respect it. Respect you, Brad Pitt. You're gonna win the Oscar, and you deserve it more than anybody else. Another thing that I really loved about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is the 60s vibe that it gives off. I mean, obviously that's what Tarantino went for, but like everything feels so authentic. It feels like I'm really seeing like a snapshot of this certain time in our history and in cinema history, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I know a lot of people had, I'm not going to spoil it, but I know a lot of people, a number of people didn't like the ending. But after all, it is called Once Upon a Time, so it is kind of one of those instances like, hey, what if, you know? But I thought he did a great job. I thought he did a great job in respecting Sharon Tate, and the research he did for her in real life, and talking to her friends and her sister, I thought was really respectable, and hats off to you, Quentin. I hate to put you at number 3. Number 2. Only problem with telling you number 2 is that now you're gonna know number 1. Number 2, 1917. Very difficult decision, and yeah, 1917 at number 2. Wow. Like I said before, I saw this movie back in November, and it blew my, I was about to say body, but that's not appropriate. It really, I knew what I thought it was going in, but coming out of it, it completely defied any and every expectation I had. I thought Dean Charles Chapman and George Mackay did what they were supposed to do. You know, George Mackay really had to like carry the movie. I don't want to give any spoilers away, but like this is an achievement, and I you know, hats off to everybody involved. 1917 was amazing. I mean, everyone's been talking about it, so there's not much more I could say that hasn't already been said. But yeah, I think, as a matter of fact, I know it's gonna do well at the Academy Awards this Sunday. So you know, if it wins Best Picture, I'll be happy. I'll be happy for it. The 1917, which I've got on DVD right here. Gotcha. I'm just kidding. All right. Anyways, so yeah, coming in at number 1, obviously, Parasite. I know what you're gonna say. Oh, it's overrated. It's been talked about too much. There's no way. No. Sorry. Parasite's underrated. That's my opinion. That's my opinion on that. Parasite is where it's at. Bong Joon-ho does something that is very difficult to do. He takes this seems like a simplistic idea, then turns it into something that it's not, then turns it into a complicated, structurized, just being almost. Like the whole movie feels like its own character, which is very strange. And he made it's so tight. Everything is so tight, from the editing to the writing. The acting is some of the best of the year, and I'm so happy they won Best Ensemble, because they are all great. And you know, Parasite, I think we're gonna be Parasite is the movie that I think that is gonna be talked about for a very long time after this.
아 잠깐. 제시카 외동딸 일리노이 시카고 과선배는 김치모 그는 네 사촌.
I'd love to see history on Oscar night. I want to see Parasite win Best Foreign Film. It's got it in the bag. And I want to see it win Best Picture. I just do. I really do. I want to see it happen. If 1917 wins, that's fine. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood wins, that's fine too. Jojo Rabbit wins because a huge upset. I'm okay with that. But Parasite, if it wins, I will be so ecstatic. I'm telling you. It's going to be amazing. And we're all going to witness history, I hope. But hey guys, thanks for, you know, this is my first video, and it's something I just kind of threw together real quick. I hate to say that, but like, the Oscars are in 2 days, and no one's gonna care about my opinions on the rankings of the Best Picture nominees in 2 days. They're gonna just be, oh, Parasite won, or oh yeah, 1917 won, duh, we all knew that. But anyways, yeah, so thanks for watching. I hope to drop more videos later on about film and whatnot. I want to do some A24 stuff. I'd love to do. I have all but one. I need Bottle Rocket, but I have all of Wes Anderson's collection, so I really want to go through that and maybe rank his as well. Maybe rank Tarantino's. I have a bunch of Scorsese's as well, so maybe, you know, maybe I'll just do a film review every now and then. When I really feel like talking about something. But yeah, you know, I really appreciate you guys. I'm gonna put this on my normal channel, my acting channel. I don't know if that's a smart idea, but I'm gonna do it anyways because it's my channel, and maybe you guys will look at my acting stuff and yeah, check it out. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. Hope you like the hat. Hope you like the shirt. Poster, Daniel Day-Lewis. Goat. Shout out to you, Caleb Nelson, for giving me this. Oh! And shout out to me for spilling it. Bye. Let me know in the comments your prediction for Best Picture and your rankings for the Best Picture nominees. I'd really appreciate it.